Have difficulty doing your brows? Well, not to worry, this is why I am here. So with continuous practice and following the steps I'm going to be showing you in this video, doing your brows will be very easy for you. First of all, you will always want to secure your brows in place, and in doing that you're going to be needing a hair wax or a brow wax, whichever one you have. Just dip your brow spoolie into the wax and then just brush through your brows just to secure your brows and keep them in place and also prevent them from moving around. Once you're done with that, you want to go ahead and set your brows. So you can use any translucent powder you have or even your face powder, okay, whichever one you have. For me, I'm using the Revlon Candid translucent powder and I'm using a setting brush. This is a concealer setting brush. I'm just using that to set my entire brow area. Next, you want to go in with a pencil, a very sharp pencil. Guys, you need a very sharp pencil so you can achieve that very beautiful brow that you're looking for. Next, you're going to go ahead and just trace the natural outline of your brows. Guys, remember, natural outline of your brows. You don't want to go ahead and draw your brows outside your natural brow or outside the natural outline of your brows. If you do that, girl, you're going to be changing the shape of your face entirely. You know how the brows are basically what really gives your face, that particular shape that it has. So you want to maintain that shape rather. So go ahead and trace the natural lining of your brows. So once you're done with that, next thing you go ahead, I'm going to go in and just fill in my brows. So this basically means filling areas where you don't really have hair strands on your brows. So when you brush your brows upwards and then you trace out the line, you discover that there are some areas in your brows that are very sparse or that do not have hair strands. So these are the areas you want to fill in, and when you're doing it, you want to go with very gentle force and your strokes should be upwards just to mimic natural hairline. So that's basically what I am doing, and ensure to always stay between the outline that you already drew. Don't take your strokes outside the outline that you already have. Keep it within the outline so you get that very natural brows that you're looking for. Next, I'm just going to go ahead to clean out my brows, and I'm going to be using a concealer with a defining brush. So there are two types of defining brush, the angle brush and then the flat brush. So whichever one works for you, whichever one you prefer, you can go ahead and use that. I'm just showing you the two types of brushes that you can use. So for me, I like to work with the angle brush because I feel like it's a lot easier to control, compared to the very flat one, and coupled with the fact that it's at angle, so you going around the shape of your brow is very easy. Okay, so that's basically what I use. So I'm just using a very light concealer just to clean out the arc of my brow. So the arc of my brow is this area that is like the high point of my brows. So I'm just cleaning that out because that is where the attention of the brow really lies. So in that area, you're going to be needing a very light concealer to do that, just to make the brows pop around that area. And guys, sorry, I forgot to show you the concealers I'm using. So I have two concealers. I have a very light concealer that I'm using around this arc area, and then I also have a darker shade concealer that I use towards the head of my brow, that's towards the inner corner of my brow. So these are how the two concealer looks like. These are the colors of the two concealer. You can see that one is a little bit lighter than the other. So I'm using the other dark one, like the darker shade concealer. I'm using it at the head of my brows. Okay, so I'm just using around that area, just so when I'm done doing my makeup and I want to kind of just cup my nose or contour my nose, it is very easy and I don't have to deal with harsh lines around that area. So that's basically why I use two shades of concealer. So for the top of the brows, you can either use a darker shade concealer like the one I'm holding right now, or you can go ahead and use a foundation like one I showed earlier on. Whichever one works for you, you can go ahead and use that. For me, I like to use my foundation because I just feel like it's my perfect skin tone, and then when I'm doing my foundation, it's very easy for that to blend into my normal skin, into my skin. I don't know if that makes sense. So let me take it again. I like to use my foundation because it's just my foundation and it's my exact shade. So blending it into my skin with the rest of my makeup wouldn't be such a difficult task to do. So that's basically why I like to go in with a foundation. So once I'm done cleaning the brows and I'm satisfied with the shape of the brow, I am completely done, guys. So that is how easy it is to do that. So next I'm just going to go ahead and just blend out any excess products I have around the top of my brows, and I'm using a concealer brush to do that. This is the Real Technique concealer brush that I used right there. So guys, this is the finished product of the whole process. So you can see it's very easy, it doesn't take a lot of time, and all you need is continuous practice. I hope this was very helpful. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.